Hello guys, welcome to the second episode. My name is Lucas, yo soy Lucas, and today we're going to be learning about ser y estar. Ser y estar are the verb to be of Spanish, and they're very important because we use them, how you use them can actually change the meaning of your sentence drastically. So let's learn more about them, shall we? So let's start. We unlocked them on the last lesson by playing pronouns. So now we need to play ser y estar. No, we need to play regular verbs to unlock present tense. But that's going to be in the future. Now let's focus on ser y estar because they are going to be the building blocks that we're going to use in the coming sentences that we're going to use in the exercises. So let's begin. Ser y estar. You can pause the video and read that. I'm not going to read to you, but basically we have two types of verb to be. One is to describe permanent states, and one is to describe temporary things. So for example, if I say yo soy Lucas, I am Lucas. Like that's me. That's who I am. I cannot easily change this. So that's why I'm using soy in and not estoy, right? I'm using the permanent one. And if I say, for example, I am tired or I am sick or I am hungry, we usually use the one that is estar, that means estoy, that's temporary. Because after I eat something or after I take a rest, I'm not going to be tired anymore, right? So it's a temporary short effect on me, a short state of being, and that's how we use the second one, which is estar. So just remember this permanent and temporary, and let's go to the table. Yeah, so in Spanish, we have to conjugate different verbs for different persons. So for example, just like in English actually, in English we say I am, you are, and he is, right? You change the verb to be to different person types. So in Spanish we do the same. So for saying I am is soy. So for example, I can say soy Lucas or yo soy Lucas. That means I am Lucas. Hi, nice to meet you. Yo soy Lucas. Estoy is something temporary, so we use it to describe feelings, for example. So estoy feliz means I am happy. So yo estoy feliz, I am happy. Tú eres is you are. And you are temporary something is tú estás. And I hope you can forgive my cat. She was making a mess with the camera, so I had to put her in the room right now. But she really wants to come out and play, so I hope you don't mind her sound on the background. Anyway, let's continue. Tú, for the permanent is eres, eres. And for temporary descriptions is estás, estás. All right? So, tú eres, tú estás. And then we have él y ella, which is he and her in Spanish. And actually both of them use the same verb, so you don't have to remember two separate verbs. That's good. Él y ella use es for permanent things and está for temporary things. So for example, she is sick would be está enferma. Está enferma. All right? So that's enough for the table. You can go ahead and memorize it, and let's begin with some exercises. And let me know in the comments how many of these you got right. So let's start with I am Lucas. So yo should be estoy or soy. So I am permanently Lucas, I guess, so soy Lucas. All right, I am here. I am here, is it a permanent or a temporary state? Well, you can move, right? So, of course, I am here is just estoy aquí. Yo estoy aquí. You are sick. That's something temporary, right? But this one actually is a little bit tricky. This one is actually a little bit tricky because sometimes people will call someone eres enfermo as a kind of insult because they are describing them of being in a permanent state of being sick, and that's something bad, right? If you say estás enfermo, that's a temporary sickness. Then for example, you got a flu or you get some other kind of sickness and you estás enfermo, okay? But when you say to someone eres enfermo, that's quite an insult. So be careful when you're trying to say someone is sick, or when you talk about this. So both are grammatically correct, but you see how the meaning can change drastically based on if we're using eres or if we're using estás. All right? So let's go with the next one. You are an adult. Tú eres. Because once you're an adult, you are always an adult, I guess. I don't know. Or it's like, you don't change it like, okay, now I'm going to stop being an adult. It's like if, I don't know, if you're a kid, we also say eres un niño. You are a kid permanently, but you're still going to become an adult, right? You're going to stop, but it's not something that like you decide, okay, I'm going to stop being a kid. It's something like happens gradually, right? So try to get it a little bit like, it's not so strict that something totally permanent that is impossible to change, but it's like the feeling of being permanent. And yeah, so it's eres. You are an adult. Tú eres un adulto. He's at home. Okay, so every time we say he is at or he is in, we're going to use está most of the time, right? So he's at home. Él está en casa. Él está en casa. There you go. And the last one. Ella, something, mi amiga. She is my friend. So, although someone can stop being your friend, that's everybody had this before, but it's still kind of a permanent description, right? Ella es mi amiga. She's not going to stop being my friend suddenly, right? Something has to happen before that. So, she is my friend is ella es mi amiga. And even in Spanish, if you say something like ella está mi amiga or something like that, if you say it like that, we're going to think, oh, she's like pretending to be your friend with some kind of hidden purpose. Like, oh, estás, like when we say estás amistosa, if I describe you as you are friendly, I'm saying that this person usually is friendly. But if I say someone está friendly, like is temporary friendly, we usually are going to think that that person is acting or pretending to be friendly in order to get something. So that's how es and está can change the meaning depending on which one you use. So ella es mi amiga. And that's level 1 of ser y estar with the singular pronouns. Alright guys, so practice, try to understand what I said. I know it's kind of like weird, but that's how Spanish minds work when we speak. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. And on the next video, we're going to complete the skill ser y estar. We're going to see the ones with plural form. So we, them, and you guys. Thank you again for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like this video. Tell me in the comments if you have any questions and how many answers you got right. And I will see you all on the next video, guys. Adios!